Good evening, YouTubers, fellow reloaders, and other. And tonight's video in the chilly garage is definitely going to be about other. And the missing piece of the puzzle arrived earlier today, and we'll discuss that. This little mini project is something I've seen on YouTube, and I kicked myself a few years ago. This is my my coiled power that I have in the ceiling in the garage that I would pull out and take it to wherever I need. And what happened with the first one is now happening with this one. And I've tried over the years to put liquid tape and other things, and I don't pull on this, but somehow it just keeps getting separated. And I don't even know what this effing thing is for. Other than to step on every time I have this out, this little ball thing, because that doesn't really prevent, I don't know what this is for. So if anybody knows, let me know. But what I ended up doing was throwing this thing away and getting a new one, only to have the exact same thing happen. And what I should have done was replace this, cut this off, replace this with my own homegrown solution that I would wire up myself and then make this more valuable. And I'm not a fan of, so we're still hot, of electricity. So I will make sure, double check when I start cutting this that I don't get myself shocked. But what intrigued me or really turned me on to doing this, and many of the people I've seen online do it, do a four outlet, or rather two outlet, two receptacles, 4 outlet box. And I really don't use this to plug a whole lot into, so 2 for me would be fine. But what I was going to do was the route of CFCI, and obviously with this particular metal faceplate and this outlet, that's not possible. So I will not do GFCI, but I do have GFCI in the garage, so I don't need double GFCI. But this was the main piece, and the reason that I hope to avoid this. And right now I'm stepping on that little effing ball. That thing's like a magnet for feet. I'm hoping to avoid this. And what I saw from our rainforest folks, and I gotta tell you a story about these folks. So what I saw from our folks at the Zon was this particular device, which is called a Cable, what was it called? Can't remember the name. Cable Gland, I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. That's going to bother me now. In any case, it's with tension relief, and that will hopefully address what we're doing here. And hopefully we'll find out when I start cutting. I ordered the right size. I think there were 4 sizes on the rainforest. And what kind of made this a little frustrating, and this was due, oh yeah, this is plenty big. In fact, maybe too big. Maybe too big. Better too big than too small. What made this a little interesting and frustrating at the same time was hard to find. Can't get them locally, so eBay or the Zon. So I found them on the Zon, and with Prime shipping, it should have been here the next day, maybe 2 days at most. And it was supposed to. And then the day of delivery, I get the running late notice. And I've had that happen before with Amazon, and I have found that sometimes it's quicker to go in and reorder it and have it show up the next day or in 2 days with Prime than it is for the original running late order to finally show up. In fact, I've had the running late one just cancel itself in the past. So I went into Prime, I went into Amazon, looked at the same order to order again. Now it's not available until January, late January, early February. So I thought, oh, I'm screwed. And then it magically showed up the next day. So, you know, go figure. I'm a happy camper that it did show up. So now we can give this a try. So the first thing I'm going to do, and depending on how I do this, I may or may not do it live, is make sure we are not hot. Cannot be hot. So back in a moment. Back. All right, we should be dead. No beepy. Oh. We'll call that residual electrons. But nothing there. So we are dead, and we are now going to really find out how dead we are by giving us a little cut. Oh, that didn't want to cut good. Plan B. Don't you love it when the cutter doesn't cut? Okay, that cut. All right, so I was taught that the easiest way, let's see, this is going to be so that will tension like that, and this will screw into my drawn versus my cut/folded version. So I wanted the drawn one so it could bounce around and not catch on anything or have sharp edges. All right, so since I will always be, I'm trying to figure out the orientation of this. So if I'm always going to be using it, if this is going to be coming and I'm going to be plugging in all the time, does it make sense to do this or do this? And if I do that, and if I come in this way, if I'm going to be hanging and something is going to be that way, or does it make sense to have it hanging and just plug in this? You know what? I think I will try this way. So we will pop this one out. And if I don't like it, I'll get another one. And we will do it a different way. And you know what? I'm going to lose a finger if I do that. Oh, this effing little ball wants to wreak havoc. Now that there's nothing holding this thing in, I don't know an easy way to get these to pop out without leaving super sharp edges. This is a little thicker than I thought it would be. And the edge is not too bad. All right, so I am going to make sure we're golden there. Where is the other end of the thingy? Since I've never worked with one of these before, I have not a clue of what I'm doing, which you will quickly see. Wow, everything just has to fall. Because that's the way it's the way it goes. And no tea tonight. I'm a little bummed. All right, that is tight. Oh, the new hip, which is doing good. We will feed this. We will feed that. And then we will feed this. And then we will do some interesting cut. Hopefully I do this right. And the whole idea behind that was to cut those, and I don't think I've got any exposed wire there, so we're good. All right, so whoops, naturally camera's going to be in the way. We've seen this tool before. Absolutely love this thing. And how deep is I think we need a little bit more. Let's get a little more on that too. And I think we're good. Maybe a little long. All right, so where's our orientation again? All right, I think I said I was going to go like this. All right, so I think we need to pop these. I think that'll work. All right, so the unnecessary ground but not hurtful. We will do, actually no, what I will do is a double. Get a little bit more. Foucre. All right, let's see. I need to look to see where my hot wire is this side. What do we have here? Phillips. No. I need to mark my screwdrivers. It's funny how you don't have the, well, you have it, but you don't have it in front of you, and it's not easily identifiable. That's in. That's Murphy's Law. And you know what? I think I'm going to make that a little bit longer. Just a tad. Just a tad. With a cut. So as you can tell, I'm no electrician, but I do like to hack. Sorry if my hand is in the way. Normally I would not be doing a project on camera like this. And I hate these special slotted screw heads that a normal screwdriver Phillips would not be able to accommodate. Yeah, I don't like how that's in there. Okay, not bad. Good enough. This effing thing, everything likes to be in the way. All right, let's screw it in and see what we got. Wow. Phillips screwdriver that doesn't like to screw. I don't know if I'm gonna have to take those tabs off or not. I was hoping not. Let's see if the cover covers them. And then I went with a outlet that has a metal backing because I wasn't sure how long the screw was across the center, because the cheaper versions of this don't have a metal backing, so the rigidity, and because it covers that, I am not going to worry about that. The issue is, oh, that grabs pretty quick. Do I want to go this way? No, I'll go this way. All right, so I'm in, I'm grounded. I'm not going to wrap this in electric tape. Maybe somebody more knowledgeable in the world of electrical stuff can help me with that. I do not propose to know exactly what I'm doing here, just enough to get myself into trouble. Okay, so that feels solid. And now, if I did things correctly, we will tension, or we will install the tension relief system, which should so this will grab that cable, these teeth, so that when we go to hopefully tighten it, now hopefully we have a solution that will not jump around. So not only jump around, let me rephrase that, not only not jump around, whereas this seemed to slide everywhere. This got some weight to it. But if I pull on this from here, it's pulling this, where if I pulled the cable before, which I swear I didn't, but obviously that's wrong, just like Alec didn't pull the trigger, this will now take up that tension. All right, so we are dead. Let us turn power back on and see if we are successful and plug something in. Okay, back in a minute. All right, power is now turned on. Hopefully when I touch this piece of metal, I will not shock myself. Okay, no shocks. That's a good thing. And we are hot. So we will test with a high degree of confidence, because we are hot. And that is tonight's DIY electric fix for a problem that has been nagging me for longer than I want to admit, and I just finally decided to do something about it. So and it's a weapon in the garage, so if I have the door open and somebody comes in uninvited, they get the boot to the head. So it's heavy, it doesn't move around. Again, because this is a drawn outlet box, junction box, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't have the sharp welded edges, and it should hold up a little better in the garage. And I will take that label off as well. So we're good. Good night.